Guys, we're back. PS5 Project, here we go. Thank you for joining in. New video, holy moly, look who it is. Look who it is, it's me. You didn't expect to see me, did you? I didn't either. Basically, in this video, I am going to come clean with what's been happening, and you will then be privy to all of my secrets. So let's crack into it. Let's go check out these games, hey? Come on. Today is actually quite a big episode because if you don't know what I'm talking about, I've alluded to the fact in the last video that I've actually been buying, done a bit of a mischief, had a bit of an addiction to purchasing games for the last 9+ months or whatever it's been. So got a little bit crazy. And yeah, put myself through the ringer, put the bank accounts through the ringer, and I just went nuts. We're just going to try collect as many PS5 games as we can. Are we going for a full set? Who knows? We'll find out maybe in the future. That'd be sweet. But in the meantime, yeah, let's just see what we can do. Get as many as we can. If it's your first time here, please hit the like and subscribe button. Really appreciate the love. Try feed that algorithm, you know, like get some more people in here. Once we get 500 subs, we are going to give away a copy of Alan Wake. A lot's been happening, a lot. So, moved house, temporary residence until we buy a house. Then in the near distant future, where we buy this property that we're going to be looking for, it's going to be so cool. Like, it's going to be so mean. Like, I'll hopefully just like have maybe it'll be like a room, but like I'm really going to push for like a studio, like external from the property, so I can just like have my collection in there and just like set things up how I want them, and actually like have a space to record that doesn't change. So I might be more inclined to just be able to sit down and quickly film something. So what does that mean for the channel? Well, that means that the room that we were doing, basically turning the small room into the greatest game collection you've ever seen, well, that won't be happening in that room. Special thanks to a few shout outs that my channel got. One being from Kieran Collects. I highly recommend you must go check out his channel, please. Do me a favor, give him some likes, give him some love, subscribe to his channel. He's getting really close to hitting 1,000 subs, so if everyone here can go and basically sub to his channel, it might even get him over the line. Kieran's actually the reason that I started this journey collecting all these PS5 games, and he's the GOAT. Like, he's the man. Like, there's something about watching a channel from the very beginning, and YouTube literally just recommended his channel to me, and I've watched like every single video since. He's really cool, really down to earth, really chill, really funny, a lot funnier than what I am. Like, I laugh after everything I say because I think I'm hilarious, but Kieran's actually funny. So yeah, thank you very much for the people that have been following his channel that have come in to check out the PS5 Project. I see you guys, and thank you very much for the views and subscribing. So Filberto78, guys, go check out his channel. He gave me a shout out the other day on one of his videos too, so thank you very much for that, Phil. Phil's really cool. He has a way of really expressing his thoughts and opinions, and just the way he verbally speaks them, like how he puts it all together. Like, I really like watching his videos and his content. He's got like a banger collection. He's got a really good collection. He's just a real genuine guy. He's much like Kieran, actually. Like, he's really, yeah, he seems like a really cool guy. So if you can, go show him some love. Go check out his channel and repay the favor. Today I'm going to be touching on game addiction, the side of game addiction, FOMO, fear of missing out. So I need to be upfront, like right now, and basically say I'm currently struggling with an addiction to purchasing PS5 games. It's out of control, but yeah, it's really got its claws into me. And to the point where basically every time I go out, like, I was wanting to buy a game. It didn't matter what game it was, I had to have it.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's in here?
I don't care. Don't tell me.
No, I'm going to tell you.
Like, if it wasn't in the collection, if I didn't already have it, I wanted it. So yeah, basically what happened was pretty full on. My wife needed a major surgery. It came like out of the blue, and really surprised us, and it was really scary, and it was like a life-threatening surgery that had to take place. And yeah, so basically it was a pretty full-on experience. And meanwhile, I was at home with our baby, and it was really hard for my baby too, just missing her mum. And yeah, we were both really struggling and going through it. So as a coping mechanism, what we would do is basically every day we would go shopping, and I'd buy her toys, and I'd buy like a game or a couple games, and that went on like every single day. So every single day we were going out just because we were really going through it. And I was buying games. So the collection has grown immensely. The good thing is she made it through the surgery, so she's still with us. And yeah, so obviously that's all we could really want. Purposely was more so getting the cheaper games. Like, I wasn't really wanting to spend more than $50. But then obviously a couple AAA games, a few games snuck in that, like, I just had to have, that were coming out. So 2 games actually kicked off a chain of events into what turned into being a bit of an obsessive, compulsive, addictive situation where I was regularly buying games over and over and over again every single day. One of the games that kicked it all off, Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, Definitive Edition. So this is a limited run game. It is a bit of a cult classic game that's been ported over to the PS5. So limited run number 73, this one. So yeah, so I started looking at the limited run website, and basically this was the game at that present time that they were selling. And then from there, I basically blame limited run. Like, I was looking at that website at least once a day. Have the pre-sales opened, so you can pre-order these limited games. So I was checking the website every single day. I was seeing what new games might have been dropped and might have been coming. Do they have, some kind of sale on where they're opening the vault, as they call it, and giving you a chance to hopefully buy like games that I guess they've still got stock of. And it got to the point where I was spending a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. So every single PS5 game that came out after Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, I would buy it. So I racked up like thousands of dollars worth of pre-orders on limited run. and I had a bit of a tasty tax refund at that present time, and so I used all of my tax refund to buy pre-order all of these limited run games. I think that is where it was noticeable. Like, I knew, okay, like this is a bit of an obsession now. I'm really getting like I'm obsessed with collecting these limited run games, and I started to buy some on eBay, and looking in my area if there were any. I managed to get like one in my area. They don't necessarily, it's not necessarily a popular thing over where I am. Yeah, waiting patiently for all my pre-orders, my limited run games. What also happened was I thought to myself, okay, well, if I'm going to start collecting as many PS5 games as I can, and you know, like I should go right back to the start and see what were the first games that were released, and then, you know, see if theoretically they would be cheaper and I could start picking those up. I went onto the Sony PlayStation website, and you can see all the different games that have ever been produced for the PS5, and you can sort of set it to go from like oldest to newest games. And you know, obviously some are going to be digital only, and then some are going to have physical copies as well. So then what I was doing is I was going through this, you know, systematically going through the list of games and basically saying, okay, does this have a physical copy? Does this have a physical copy? Then trying to find these games. And then I came across one game that I could not find anywhere. And then I also started researching it, and like looking on YouTube, and there were videos out there basically saying this is not a hidden gem, but like this is it's turning into a rare game. And that game was Dirt 5. Now, you wouldn't think that Dirt 5 was going to be a rare game. I remember going to the store like years ago and seeing Dirt 5 like displayed on the shelves. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but I guess it just looked like a game that you would think would sit there forever. Nobody, you know, it's not like a go-to game that you're going to think, oh, like I want that in my collection. I'd rather be, you know, buying something way cooler. Now learning that Dirt 5 is essentially just like gone, like all in the retail shops all around me, having a look online, I couldn't find it. Like, it just wasn't in my area. That kind of had like a FOMO effect on me, where I was like, oh my God, like, these games aren't going to be readily available in my area forever. So I systematically started picking up, just if there was a cheap game, I didn't care what it was, I was just going to buy it. And it actually got to the point where I would seek out cheap games. Like, you might want to call them shovelware, or just games that aren't that great. So games that were like $10, $15, $20, I would buy them just for the sake of it, just because, you know, they could be like the next Dirt 5. Like I guarantee you, like, Dirt 5 is not coming back to a retail store in my area, like, ever again. Like, it's gone. You know what I mean? I actually saved it in my wish list for EB Games. That's what we call GameStop where I'm at. And that is how I managed to snake this game. I think I got a notification saying that it was available to purchase, pre-owned. And yeah, I jumped on it, and it was like I think I paid like $50 or something for it. Like, totally overvalued in my opinion. But yeah, and that was the only way I was able to luckily get my hands on it. So all of this being said, it kind of created this perfect storm where you know, these like limited run games, like it just kind of all like fell into place, that, you know, I had to get like I wanted to get every single number of limited run game, and then I also, in combination with that, having like the FOMO of, oh my God, like these games aren't going to be around forever, like, and then, you know, the realization that now if you wanted to collect games, like now is the time to be collecting for the PS5, because, you know, imagine, you know, if you can't get Dirt 5 now, like locally, if I can't get Dirt 5 now locally, imagine like it could be, you know, quite tricky to get it like 10, 15 years down the track. You know, it's going to be like, imagine how hard that could be to get. You know, it's like if I wanted to get an NES, a full NES collection where I live, like good luck. Good luck. Like it would pretty much be impossible. The only way I would be able to get an NES collection in my area would have to be eBay. Like I'm telling you right now, it would be eBay. Like I would struggle to get, you know, any console, like a full collection of games for any console in my area. Being New Zealand, it is just the worst place to collect games for. So a combination of limited run, like trying to collect wanting to collect every single number, and then the fear of missing out. It just created this perfect storm. And then when my wife went in for surgery and not being there, it all came to a head, and I was just like, then the coping mechanism as well on top. So it was like I felt like I was dogpiled with all these like reasons to go out and buy a game because it would make me feel better. You know, and also like, you know, I was able to justify the addiction in my mind by basically saying, well, you're doing the right thing. This is like kind of like what I would tell myself, like, you're doing the right thing buying the game now while it's available and, you know, $25, or because look what happened to Dirt 5 and now you're paying double what it was, you know. So I was able to justify to myself why, with the coping mechanism as well, with the trauma of with what's happening with my wife and being able to deal with that. And not only that, like looking after my toddler, like all by myself, because we don't have like, you know, family or friends or support that could really help. So yeah, it was a really, really, really tough time. And I should actually shout out Limited Run, because what ended up happening when my wife came home, I wasn't sure about, like, you know, the financial situation and things like that. Like, she wouldn't be working, and I was the stay-at-home dad, right? So I actually contacted Limited Run and said, hey, like, is there any chance you could refund all of these games that I've pre-ordered? It took a little bit, but believe it or not, like they came through. And like, remember I said, like, I had thousands and thousands of dollars waiting there on pre-order of games. And they refunded all the money to me, which was really amazing. And yeah, I really thank them for that. Regardless of the addiction side of it, regardless of, you know, the trauma, the coping mechanism I was talking about why I was buying all of these games. The fact of the matter is, like, I still, at the end of the day, I want to grow this collection, you know? So here we are. So I am still stoked. I'm totally stoked that I have all these games. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.